Stephen Lyons will be extradited to Spain to face money laundering organised crime charges following a hearing at a Dutch court. The 45-year-old was arrested in Bali in Indonesia back in March as part of an international probe involving Spanish cops and police in Scotland. He was then flown under police guard to a high-security unit in Amsterdam in the Netherlands ahead of a so-called surrender hearing on the 4th of June. Authorities in Spain want Lyons brought back to the Costa del Sol, where he is accused of being involved in a multi-million-pound money laundering plot linked to serious organised crime. And prosecutors say he could be caged for more than 9 years if he's convicted of being one of Europe's top mobsters. A judgment on his extradition to Spain was made today at the Amsterdam District Court. Lyons' lawyer, Arne Kloosterman, argued that the European arrest warrant issued for him should not be acted on, as his right to a fair trial had been violated, according to STV News. However, a panel of judges said the defence's arguments failed. In the judgment published today, they said that any unlawful exercise of powers or other irregularities in any investigations were matters for proceedings in Spain. Speaking to Sky News, undercover officers for the Spanish Guardia Civil said, "We've been working on this for 3 years. They did a lot of special meetings in one flat. If we were in a close residence, for example, and they realised we were surveillancing them, we could have been in trouble." Later examining a haul of grim photographs showed mutilated remains found in one of the Lyons properties in the Costa del Sol. The officer likened them to trophies. He added, "We know that they are capable. We are trying to identify them." We had earlier told of insider claims that Lyons hoped to be granted bail if he agreed to return to Spain to face justice, but it emerged through his legal team that Lyons' gang head would resist efforts to be extradited to the country, where he spent many years after leaving Scotland. During his appearance, dishevelled Lyons told the court he hadn't spoken to his family for 7 weeks, as his lawyer claimed the Scots kingpin had been kidnapped in a global police sting. Lyons wore a blue hoodie and trainers as he entered the room, packed with journalists from the UK, Spain and the Netherlands, before sitting in front of a panel of judges who ruled on the bid to have him sent back to the Costa del Sol. At one point, Lyons addressed the law chiefs, telling them, "First of all, I want to apologise for the way I'm dressed. I don't have any appropriate clothing. I want to confirm my condition. I feel terrible. I look terrible. I've not had my medication asked for on the first day I arrived. As of 2 days ago, I was told they will take my bloods. I haven't seen a single person except the guards and some people from the church. Most importantly, I haven't spoken to my family in almost 7 weeks. My condition is not good." His lawyer, Arne Kloosterman, earlier claimed his client had been kidnapped from Bali. His legal team argued the decision to send him to the Netherlands from Indonesia was not competent and made by Spain's Guardia Civil. The brief claimed this was outside Spain's remit and jurisdiction. Lyons' arrest came amid an ongoing gang war in Scotland that's resulted in more than 70 people being arrested as part of Police Scotland's Operation Portalage. The instigator is said to be the Lyons-linked hood Ross Miami McGill, who targeted associates of Edinburgh mob boss Mark Richardson and the Daniel clan over claims he'd been ripped off in a fake cash drug deal. And Scottish police said the shooting of Eddie Lyons Jr. and Ross Monaghan had no link to the turf war here, but Spanish police later claimed the shooter was a member of the Daniel clan. Meanwhile, a Daniel mob maniac rammed a motor into the house of a Lyons gang crony in the latest violent blitz linked to Scotland's raging gang wars. Cops are probing the ram raid attack launched 4 days after another Lyons-linked home was obliterated in a similar motor-turned-missile assault. A property in Barlanach in Glasgow was sealed off on Tuesday amid claims a vehicle was driven into the side of the building on Monday night. It's understood the house targeted is linked to the relative of a Lyons gang hood who can't be named for legal reasons.